Hey, I'm John Kramer. This is Silicon Valley Reviewed, Episode 2, and I am delighted to report to you that the quality of the show not only didn't drop off from the pilot, it got better. And the reason for this is that we now have a much better feel for who these characters are who surround Richard, the creator of Pied Piper and the central character here. Now, we've learned that Guilfoyle doesn't pay for sex, and that Dinesh runs the risk of being seen as a weak clone of Raj from The Big Bang Theory, and that both these guys are extremely competitive with one another. Love the scene where they had to apply for their jobs. And that no one, including himself, values Big Head, with the sole exception of Richard, and that all these guys are so nervous around girls that they hide in their kitchen when a stripper shows up, except for Big Head, who tries to hide by making a playlist. Now, additionally, we know that series creator Mike Judge is desperately trying to make Silicon Valley believable and funny the way Entourage did with Hollywood by giving us scenes like the one in which Richard's financial backer, Peter Gregory, the guy who can never look anyone in the eye, he sends him away with his tail between his legs because he doesn't have a business plan, and which then opens the door for the stealing away of business genius Jared Dunn from Hooli, and then creating a terrific comedy dynamic between him and Elric, who is threatened by Jared because he is as useful as Elric is useless. Which brings us back to Big Head, who is clearly the odd man out here and easily as likable as Richard and not really good at anything but friendship. He forces Richard to fire him, only to then wind up working in the midst of the enemy's camp, which is a great device to keep us informed about all the evil doings being contemplated by Gavin, the evil CEO of Hooli. And boy, did I love the bit where his voice recognition software failed. But I think I love the bank scene most of all, where the reality of how clueless Richard really has been about what he's gotten himself into finally comes crashing down upon him. He has a check in hand he can't cash, a company which legally doesn't yet exist, and people with limitless financial, technical, and legal resources out to kill his dream, which is why I'll definitely be watching and reviewing episode 3, where we will hopefully finally get to know a little more about Monica and the chemistry between her and Richard. Or did I just imagine that?